We're going to cover the London Breakout Strategy for beginners. And with this strategy, we're going to use the MACD and also the moving average. And this programming language is going to be MQL4 for beginners. The first thing we're going to do is open up MetaQuotes once you have your terminal open for MetaTrader 4. Once you have this open, guys, go to the new button right here and then hit Expert Advisor, hit Next, type in any name you want to name this Expert Advisor, hit Next all the way through, and you're going to come up to a window that pops up like this. What you want to do is delete the top of it and just have, property strict. And now we're going to go through the code. Now the code's going to be just on this video, guys. It's not going to be on the website or my website. There are some codes there, but primarily it's going to just be on this video. So the first thing is we're going to put an input, guys, called the London Start Hour. Now, this is going to be different for depending on what time frame you're in at. For this, where my computer's at, it's going to start at the 13. You can make it start for any other time frame you want. You can use the Asian session. You can use the New York session. We're going to use 13 and 16. Now, it's up to you for that. So look at your time frame, see when London starts versus your hours, and adjust it from there. Our first thing is we're going to use an input of double lots as 0.10. Now, you can make the lot size as anything you want. It's up to you. Our stop loss is going to be 30 pips. On our take profit is going to be 60. Now, this is up to you if you guys want to adjust it that way. We're going to be using the currency pair euro dollar, so we're going to be adjusting a little bit. So we're not going to be using this so much, but you can use it if you like. Our input magic number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not going to be using the magic number in this video, but you can use it to adjust the trade if you like, just for a better aspect. Now, when it comes to our moving average, we have our moving average fast and our moving average and our MACD slow, and our signal. Now, these are all inputs. Make sure you guys have that set up. Our next one is our double inputs for our spread. Now, in this video, I'm not going to be using the spread, but I put this as an idea for you. If the spread is too large and you want to measure the spread, you can do that and have that in there. So if the spread is too high, basically the ask minus the bid, and measure how many pips it is, then you can limit your trade from entering or exiting, or basically wait to a set amount of pips for it. Now, we're going to basically be using input bull, only trade at this time. You can use that. I have a little workaround around that. And then our resets. We're going to be entering once per time frame for either the buy or the sell. Now we're going to move from our buy resets. And we need these two so it can reset from entering our trade or not. Here's our on tick. The first thing we're going to do is put a comment on there. And basically just going to see our equity in the top left-hand corner. Our first thing it's going to do is the hour time. Basically, what's our current time frame is going to be time hour. If you need to know what these are, just hit F1 and it will do the reference and see what it means, okay? Our second thing is time current. Telling you what time it is, okay? Now, if you guys want to do it this way, there's multiple ways you can do it, okay? I'm going to show you in the code there's certain ways to do it, and then there's a way I'm going to put it into the code that's down here, okay? This is trade only during the London session window. Hour now versus hour start. So basically, it's an or statement. Make sure that the hour is above, is it London start hour versus London end hour and return. Simple, one trade at a time. So make sure that the only trade at one time. So remember, we got to make sure that this is true and orders total is greater than 0, return amount. Now, when it comes to this right here, you guys can either use the pip size, use digits to break down your entry, or you can skip that and just type in what it is for per currency pair. I put that as a double option so you guys can either not do that or you guys can do it, okay? Our next thing is our buy condition. That's our buy condition for our sell orders and also for our buy orders. The first one is their bull statements, and I will go to explain that. Doubles are basically going to be 0.001. It's basically anything that's not a whole number. Ints are whole numbers. And these if statements right here, if you look at the other previous videos, basically is going to ask if this is true. If not, it's not going to return. If it is going to go through and be true, it's going to return. Now, as we go through down here and break this down more, digits is an inbuilt function that will break down. And if you press F1, it will break this down anymore. Hit display. The digits variable is a number of digits after a decimal, which defines the price accuracy of the symbol. Now, we can break that down and use this built-in currency or built-in formula, or you can use the one I have below. I'm giving you guys both options so you can know how to program this. Our next thing is going to be a little bit more detail, is our indicators. Okay, we're going to be using two indicators. Our first indicator is going to be a moving average. We're going to use the inbuilt function of IMA. So if you look through this, is how to program it. It gives you the basic output of a moving average. Now with this right here, you'll see null is basically default currency. This is going to be 0, means it's going to work off the current time frame that you're on. Moving average period, if you go up to above, our period is 50. We're going to use 0 for the rest of it. We're going to use simple moving average, price close, and we're going to run the shift on the current candle. Our price double basically is going to be the current price, close price, or the ask. Is pretty much what's going to be. Now, our next thing is going to be the MACD. Now, the MACD has this easy settings, guys. It's going to be MACD main. We're not going to use the history. We're not going to use the other signal line. We're just going to use the main mode main. So we're going to have runs on the null, basically all default currency pairs. We're going to use this as the fast, the median, the mode slow, and the MACD signal. Those are all provided up here. Okay. Now that we have the price close and our price main, now we will scroll down and do two different buy conditions. I'm sorry, one different buy conditions for each. The first buy condition is that the price has to be greater than the moving average value. Okay. That means here's the moving average, and the price is going to be above it. And then we have to make sure that the MACD bars are in the positive and greater than 0. And then we're going to do the exact same thing, which would be the opposite for sell condition is going to be the opposite. And once these are fulfilled, we're going to go through and look at these now. This is calculate stop loss and take target prices. Now, you can use these to help normalize your prices. If you're going to be using multiple currency pairs, we're using just euro dollar. So this is just a reference point to help you out throughout the code, okay? Just to help you guys to understand about how to get stop loss, how to get take profit. You guys can calculate this stuff. It's pretty simple things. If you need help with this, I've made multiple videos covering this topic already. But if you guys need help, just click on these, press F1, and it'll break down a detail on how to break down normalize the double and different ints or different digits. You'll break it down step by step, okay? So if you want to break this down even more to make your formulas more invasive, work on other currency pairs, you can use stuff like this. If not, and you're using euro dollar like we're doing in this video, then we'll proceed on. Now we're going to move to our first buy order condition, okay? So our buy condition has to be true. See, buy condition right here has to be true. And buy reset equals 0. Now the reset is going to basically limit our entry basically for the moving average, okay? So our first thing will be this. We're going to get our order ticket, and that's going to be an int. Or it's going to be basically our order symbol equals the current symbol. OP buy, now what this means is instant execution buy. So there's buy OP buy sell, buy limit, buy stop limit, and stop limit, and sell limit. Sell stop basically. These are pending orders, but this is an active order, so it enters basically at the ask price. Lots is already we showed it before, is going to be 0.10. Our next thing is going to be the buy price, or you can just put the ask, but the buy price is already put into here. So we saw above, where's the buy price at? Buy price, see, normalize ask digits, so basically the ask price. Our slippage is going to be 3, so we're not going to have too big of a slippage. Now our SL buy and SLTP, you guys can put whatever value you want, or you can use these TPs, but we already have them calculated throughout here. Stop loss and take profit 30 and 60, okay? Now, this is interesting. You don't have to put something here, but if you're going to find ways to look for the order, put a order, what's this called? Oh, my bad. It is going to be an order comment. So this is our order comment. Right here, just click the London buy, and our magic number is specific to this one, so you can find the order. It's not a pending order, so you put 0 here, and we're gonna make it color blue. Now, what's important is once the order takes place, we do the buy reset equals 1. Now, if there's any errors, like if the buy ticket is less than 0, then, if they didn't enter, then we'll have a failed order, last error. So this is basically gives us an error code for what's happening. If there's no error, it doesn't pop up. Now we can do the exact same thing, setup wise, for the sell order. Now the sell order does the same thing. Find a sell condition and the reset. Now the reset basically locks in our position, and once it moves under or over the moving average, then it will reset, and then we can take another trade based off of our London time frame. The London time frame is the London US time frame, is that 3-hour-ish window, and that window allows us to check our trades if the moving average pertains it. Okay. Now the this is our reset. Now the buy reset has to be greater than 0, which it is over here. Has to make sure that our trade either hits profit or hits the stop loss, and the ask is below it, and then it will reset to 0. Once that happens, then we can look at another buy trade or sell trade. Same thing for this. Now, what you want to do is hit compile to see if there's no errors. If there is an error, look through your code, and yeah. So once you guys go that, we're going to go to our strategy tester, which is go to view, and go to strategy tester, which is control R. And what you want to do with this is choose any date you're using. We're using 2023 11/24 to 2025 09/08. We're using every tick, euro, dollar, and we're going to see how it runs. Now, it may take some time for you to load this up, guys, but if you see it, it's doing as it's wrong keyboard. You'll see that we're taking trades only through our time frame that we suggested, and it's only looking at one trade per time frame, as long as the reset doesn't get triggered. And you'll see that when it comes to our risk versus reward, we're doing pretty good. We're up $232 using this strategy. Now, there's other things that we can do to make it more intelligent, more accurate, but this is a very simple way to trade in that time zone and also have a high risk to reward. You can see that it took the high risk reward. You can actually add things like stop loss, or locked in your stop loss so if the trade moves like 90% of the move, it locks in your trade and like 10 pips in profit, so it doesn't move away. So things like this can happen, and it can lock it in, and you can maintain some level of profitability, or you can just wait till it hits a TP or not. Now, it does trade in that zone, guys. You can change the time frame to whatever time frame you want. You can modify stop loss, modify target, take profit, change the moving average or the MACD. It's up to you. There's a lot of flexibility when it comes to this simple way that I coded it. Remember, guys, the code is only within this video, so pause the video, copy, type it in, and if any question or comments, let me know, because I can add more to this. We can make it more complex. We can make it more intelligent, and make it even better. There's a lot of play with it. We can add other indicators. We can add some technical analysis. We can actually add news too, and that's all available within the MetaTrader 4 platform. Now, guys, this video is for beginners. Made it very simple.